Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Greg Johnson here, the creator of the Master Your Lifestyle Starters Program and author to the Diet Liberation Formula Cookbook and Nutrition Blueprint. Now, if you don't know what those are, I'm going to be explaining a little bit more into the kind of things that I do and the kind of things I've done in the past. But before I go into everything, I just wanted to welcome you onto this presentation. This is going to give you a real good understanding on what to expect if you did my 28-day nutrition blueprint and cookbook. And this is all going into lifestyle as well. I'm going to go into mega depth on how I achieve these sort of results for my clients without actually even having to take them into a gym. So I just wanted to also show you guys that this is a completely live broadcast, which I'm recording for the purpose of this page. And just to show you that I'm not a robot, I'll just take you onto my screen, onto my camera, and I'll just say hello to you guys. Hi, everyone. So as you can see, this is not a, there's a lot of dodgy things on the internet, and I just wanted to let you know that this is something that I put together over the last 10 years, being a coach, a personal trainer, and it's all packaged up. So I'm going to go into a lot more depth in a second, but I just wanted to, personally say hello to everyone and just to, get you to understand that this is something I've formulated over the last 10 years, which has taken me a really long time actually. And yeah, and it's not something that you're just going to get off the internet and it's not going to work for you. This is like a very personal product of mine. I love getting really great results from my clients, and it just seemed like the right thing to do to package it up and give it to people that don't necessarily want to pay me hundreds of pounds. This is something that you can go off and implement straight into your life, start getting results straight away, and not have to employ me as a coach personally, which would cost you a minimum of thousands. So that's not me bigging myself up or trying to make myself look good. That's just a fact. And if you want to get great results like my personal clients do, then this is the way to start. And this is actually the program which I give to all my private clients anyway, whenever they start a transformational journey with me. So it's a really good thing to do. I don't necessarily work with anyone unless they follow this plan all the way through, because it's such a great program to be on, especially for beginners and if you don't know where to start. So I'm going to switch back onto my slides. I just wanted to say hello and just show you that I am real. So just 1 second. There we go. So we're onto the slides, and this is the 7-step formula to showing you how to drop up to 21 pounds in 28 days. That is literally what we're doing here. And there's lots of different reasons why you want to drop 21 pounds. I mean, it's not actually maybe the root problem, dropping the weight to become happy, but I'm going to go into a little bit more about what I do in depth. And kind of the main overview of what I do is I get people to achieve optimum health. That makes them like really happy on the plan. They do it long term, and that's how you get long-term results. But they do drop 21 pounds. So that's my kind of, my speciality. I get people to drop a lot of weight quite quick, but it's not done in an unhealthy way. It's done to get that client into optimum health. So I get loads and loads of people all the time telling me, asking me, is it really that healthy to drop this amount of weight in that time? And my response is yes, because I'm doing it in an optimum health way. My actual goal for you is not actually to drop body fat. I know that sounds really weird, but my goal for you is to become the healthiest person you can be. It's to create the best version of yourself that I can possibly do. And as a side effect, you're going to burn a lot more body fat than if you went on a diet. That's literally how it works. So we're going to go into that in a little bit more depth. That we are going to be covering is the 7 steps to get you clear on success. And Also, I'm going to go through exactly what to eat, when to eat, and where to start, because I think they're really confusing areas. And also, this is lifestyle changes. This is not going on a diet, okay? But before we go into that, I want to give you a bit more information about me and why you should do the program, why you should trust me with it. You know, so you can start getting the results with this program that my clients do as well. So the reason why you should listen to me is because I've been doing this 10 years now. These are all tried and tested. Everything I've experienced and learned, I've probably spent about £30,000 of my own money on my own, education, and that's education in mindset, nutrition, lifestyle, and obviously training as well. So I started 10 years ago. That was me when I was 20, I think I was 22, 23, and I've been in the gym myself. Then I became a personal trainer. This is me training with one of my good friends. This is when I just passed as a personal trainer, really young and enthusiastic, but I was missing so much of the kind of, you know, the details to why people were going to burn body fat. I'd done it myself. I wasn't actually that happy myself when I was younger, when I was about 20, 21. And that's why I got into training and becoming a personal trainer. I actually, when I first got into it, I didn't really know what I was meant to be eating. So I just ate fish and vegetables for every meal. It was like the most horrible thing in the world, but I literally ate fish and vegetables for every meal because that's all I knew. And that's all I knew I was going to burn body fat doing that. But it wasn't necessarily the most exciting diet in the world. Let me tell you that. Since then, since I was, you know, from going into personal training, I then started a personal training company. I was mentor to 5 or 6 personal trainers. It was a really good time in my life. I was getting in the best shape of my life. I was really healthy. I had a really nice girlfriend. I had a business, and things were just great. And eventually, I just kind of realized that I didn't necessarily want the trainers working directly underneath me so much, just because it became, I don't know, I was kind of more interested in the lifestyle and the nutrition side of things. So this is, you know, I kind of went off on my own, and here's me on my own training one of my clients at my new gym. And yeah, I just, you know, the nutrition lifestyle was really key for me. And I felt like because I'd started to package all these things up, I could help people on such a deeper level without having to actually employ trainers, because the trainers were getting okay results for people, but you know, the nutrition lifestyle stuff that I was kind of tapping into was getting amazing results. And I just felt like I just wanted to go on my own, you know, and focus on that, on the food side of things a lot more. And here's me shaking hands with one of the cafe owners. We actually did a big press release in Wilmslow. You might have heard of Wilmslow. I was brought in to give like a much healthier edge to his menu, which was great. So I got some nice publicity out of that. You know, but it was just actually really good for me to, you know, to be kind of involved in it with a cafe, and he wanted me on board because he you know, heard about me, my health side of things. It was really that was a really cool part of my life. And yeah, this is me in my most latest gym. So I still do train people, but like I said, the nutrition and the lifestyle is key, and that's what we're going to go into. I have a huge passion for cooking. This is me making my turkey burgers, which you will find in my cookbook. I love cooking. I find it so relaxing. I think it's great for families to come together and cook. You know, this is me. These are not my kids. These are my nephews. But I'm kind of like the bad uncle that gives all the weird hand gestures. At least the middle finger's not up there anyway. But just showing you guys I'm really down to earth. You know, I just love cooking. I love nutrition. I'm absolutely passionate about it. And I'm a little bit daft. You know, I'm just a bit of a weirdo, to be honest. Not many people are on my wavelength. You know, I love to go out and not drink. I mean, you might not necessarily agree with that, but I'm just really confident in any situation, and I've done that through you know, lifestyle and nutrition. I just feel really good. And that's hopefully what I can get you to kind of experience, you know, feeling like you don't need to go out and drink all the time. Sort your nutrition out. Just be confident in so many other ways than just confident with a glass of wine in your hand. You know, I go out now and again, but I don't have to do it all the time. I don't do it for confidence. I'm a really confident person, and this isn't me kind of loving myself or having a big ego. I was not a confident person years and years ago. Now, I would hate to go back to those times where I was really like, I wasn't confident at all. The only time I was confident was when I was going out drinking. I'll be deadly honest, that's what kind of person I was. Now I can go out and drink and I'm probably the most confident person out. Now, that's not like, sometimes I don't like saying that because it gives the wrong impression of me. People think, oh, you're just big-headed, but it's not. I've done a lot of work on myself, on meditation, lifestyle. I want to be healthy. I want to feel the best I can all the time. And trust me, it is a great place to be in. And I want you to kind of experience this as well. Okay. Now, this is the book I wrote myself. Well, it's not a book, it's kind of a manual. So it's a to-do strategy. It's not a kind of book that you just read and then don't really do anything. It's step by step, so you follow it. So it's a little bit different than just, you know, reading a book and then trying to piece all the information together. It is literally done for you step by step. And that's what we'll be going into a little bit later on. All right, so I've been seen in lots of local magazines around my area, a national magazine as well, My Weekly. I was featured in a national wedding magazine as well. Also Manchester Evening News, The Gent, Lifestyle Magazine, Wilmslow Express, Manchester Confidential, In Cheshire, wilmslow.co.uk, oddlyedge.com. I think there was a couple more. I can't remember, to be honest, but I'm sure there was a couple more. So these are the kind of results that you're going to experience. Now, again, this is not from a big-headed point of view, but I know what I'm doing. I have literally dedicated my life to being the best at what I do. I really, really know what I'm doing with nutrition and lifestyle and putting it into a plan. I don't like giving advice. I like giving people an actual strategy to get the result. I'm not interested in giving tips out and things like that. All I want to do is get that client from A to B as quick as I can in the most healthiest way. So these are a couple of my clients that have done my program. One was Emily, one was Kate. And as you can see, Emily, she dropped 1 stone in 19 days, completely changed her attitude to food. She called me a miracle worker. That's great. And that's what I want to see. I want to see messages like that coming back to me every single week. I absolutely love it. Kate as well, she's just saying she's dropped 25 pounds in 4 weeks. That was the most I'd ever seen on one of my programs. I was a little bit shocked by that. 25 pounds in 4 weeks, and she was only, I think, 16.5 stone to start with. But you know, I still speak to Kate regularly. This was last year when she sent me this message, but I speak to Kate and she's still on track. As I'll show you later on in the slides of how well she did when she carried it on even past the 4 weeks. So, you know, this is lifestyle changes. I'll show you a message she sent me in 10 weeks later as well. So the reason why you're watching this video is you are up to 3 stone overweight. You might be heavier, that's fine. This still will work for you. You might be lighter, it still will work for you. You know, it's not necessarily how much weight you've got to lose. It's really, like I said, getting you in a right state of health. You don't feel that great about yourself right now. I mean, let's connect a little bit here. Like, I've been there. I felt like shit. I felt really low in confidence, and I hate the thought of anybody feeling like that. Okay, I've got a really, emotional connection to that. I was, teased. I was a couple of stone overweight. I wasn't massively overweight, but I didn't feel good. I didn't look good. I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident going out. I wasn't confident going up to girls. I wasn't confident, in just like business situations. I just didn't feel good all around. Okay. And the thought of someone being in those positions is like, I want to sort them out as quick as can. and it's not about giving advice. I want to get them on a strategy, and I want to get them feeling good. Okay, I'm just really, really passionate about this. I hate the thought of anybody not feeling good about themselves. Okay, so you really lack energy, like I just said. You don't feel confident. You can't just face another quick fix diet. Okay, diets are pants. You don't go on diets. I'll show you what to do in a second. Okay, you want to be a role model, and you want to educate yourself. I'm a role model for every area of my life. I want to be a role model to the to my family. I want to be a role model to my nephews. I want to be a role model to if I'm dating someone, I want to be a role model. I want to be a role model to people that I'm mentoring. I mentor personal trainers as well, and I don't want to feel like crap when I'm mentoring them. I want to feel confident and feel really good about myself, and I want them to like really trust in me about what they're doing in their business is the right thing from what I'm telling them. I want to feel confident in every single area, and that's what I want for you. So I really want you to find yourself again. Maybe you've been like this all your life. Maybe you've piled on a few stone over the last 10 years, but whatever it is, there is more to you than what there is now. Okay, you have so much inside you. You have so much to give, and you can do this. I really, really want you to find yourself again. So the truth is, you feel like you've tried everything. Okay, everybody says that. They feel like they've tried everything. The truth is, you haven't. You've not done this yet. I promise this will be the best thing you ever do. Okay, you don't really know if what you're doing is the right thing. So, for example, without a real strategy plan in place, you don't really know where to start. You're not like, you lack the right support and the right community. You're probably hanging around with the wrong people. So when when you want to change your lifestyle, they're kind of dragging you down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be deadly harsh here, really, really blunt. You have to either man up a bit and tell them that you're following a plan, whatever they say, or you have to put those kind of friends to bed and those people, try and get them out of your life for a little bit. This is why people go on retreats, because they want to get a bit more secluded with people that are like-minded, that are on the program with them, and the right sort of coaching and support. Okay, so you need to kind of pull yourself out of that negative, vicious cycle of people giving you a little bit of shit because you're trying to better yourself. That is only their own insecurities and their own fears. Okay, you don't listen to that rubbish. All right, you're not going to make excuses for yourself anymore. Okay, the truth is, you're probably making a lot of excuses for yourself right now. You're probably saying, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I could never do a plan like this. It's going to be too tough. I can't, not go out and not get pissed for 4 weeks." It's like, if you're thinking those things, you've really got to snap out of it, because you can do it and it's worth it. Trust me. Now, you just don't know where to start. I've been over this before, and you need help, and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with asking for help of someone who's been there, understands it, and has a plan for you to get your shit together. Okay, there is nothing wrong with asking for help. Like I said, I've spent thousands of pounds on my own plans, so my own mentoring and coaching, which I'm injecting into everything I do. So there's nothing wrong with asking for help, and there's nothing wrong with paying for it either. Paying for self-development is quite a common thing right now. I'm actually on a plan now where I pay a coach a lot of money every month, and I'm not one of these people who's gonna be in I'm here once. I'm on this planet once. I'm going to make the most of it, and money is a vehicle to kind of give yourself a much better life. If you're willing to give it value, you have to value what you're being coached for. Okay, and I value all my coaching that I've done. I value all the coaching I will be doing in the future, because I know that's the right choice for me. So let's start with point number one. There is no magic pill. Okay, you need to stop wasting time, stop wasting money on supplements. You need to stop believing everything you read in magazines and that you hear on the radio and watching on TV. Personally, I don't even watch TV. I think it's the most poisonous thing on this planet. I don't watch the news. I don't listen to the news. I like music. I listen to people speaking about their passions. That's why I want to look at. I look at everything positive. I've become such a positive person, getting all this negativity out of my life. I don't read any of these stupid articles because all they're trying to do is fill space in magazines. Okay, it's not the truth of what's actually going on. Okay, you need to build the foundations of nutrition. All right, there is no cutting calories and eating the wrong things. That doesn't work. Like if you ate 1 Mars bar a day, that's cutting calories, but it's not giving your body the right nutrition and the right the right variety of nutrients and the right fuel. Okay, there's a big difference between cutting calories, which we'll go into later, and being healthy. So you need to know what the healthy option is. You need to know exactly, like, if you're out and about, you need to know exactly what you should be eating. Okay. You need to stay away from appetite suppressants like pills, all these things. You want to stay away from liposuction because that doesn't change what's going on inside your body. It's only the outside. So the problems will always return. You don't want to be doing gastric bands. You don't want to be doing these things because they're going to give you such a boomerang effect, because they're not actually changing. They're not balancing your hormones in the right way. All these things, they're not getting to the root cause of what your problem is. It's just like masking the problem. Okay. It's like when people want to look younger, they use a lot of creams and things like that. The creams don't actually do that much. I could get someone looking younger in about 4 weeks just by changing their nutrition up. It's all about, lots of really clean water, getting the right vegetables in. I'm going to go into this in a lot more detail, but what I'm trying to say is the root cause is not, put the kind of surface things. So liposuction, that's surface. Putting creams on your face, that's surface. You need to get much deeper into the root cause of why things are happening if you want to slow down aging and all these things. All right, so you need to accept where you're starting from. Okay, nobody starts from the same position. You need to just chill out, accept where you're starting from, and then create the best version of yourself. I also talk a lot in my videos on my Facebook about being envious of other people, the way they look. It's the most ridiculous mindset in the world. What you need to do is accept yourself and then create the best version of yourself, and then you'll be truly happy. Okay, so you need to understand it's about the right thing at the right time as well. I was speaking to a couple of clients who are really getting ahead of themselves, saying, "Oh, what sort of training should I be doing to build muscle?" And their diet absolutely sucked. And I was like, listen, you need to sort your diet out first and then get into the training. Okay, going to the gym is not going to get you the results. I guarantee that. And anybody that wants to challenge me on that, I will have a perfectly good reason for thinking that, because you need to exactly, like I said before, you need to get to the root cause. Your body cannot burn body fat without the right nutrition. Okay, and you need to do it in a formulated way. Going to the gym will just make you more stressed out. You release more cortisol. The gym's an actual stressor. It's not a relaxant. So the only way you burn more body fat to start with is getting your body more relaxed. Because if you've got cortisol going around your body, your cells can't absorb nutrients properly, because the cortisol binds to the cells. So the cells don't absorb the nutrients. If you're not absorbing the nutrients, you're not performing it the right way. You might lose a bit of fat, but it'll always come back if you go into the gym. Okay. You might lose a little bit of body fat, but it will always come back because you're not doing the things in the right order. So you need to be very specific about your aim. Okay. Being specific about your aim is so important. You can't drive a car if you don't know where you're going. It's the same with this. So if you need to drop 14 pounds, then you need to stick to that and be really specific about that. And once you've dropped the 14 pounds, then you create a new program for yourself. Okay. You need to stick to one thing. All right. I've made this mistake when I was having mentoring as well. I was kind of reading one thing, then listening to my mentor, and then watching another thing, and I was just getting all these mixed things, and I wasn't sticking to one thing and getting to that end result. So if you do something like this, you need to stick to it. There's no point doing 10 days of it, and then someone talking to you about another plan, and you're like a magpie looking at shiny objects, and then you're on that plan then, and you're just going all over the place. You need to stick to one thing and just block out all the bullshit and all the noise that you see. Stop listening to people's advice so much. Okay, so because you might get someone saying, "Oh, I've done like this diet pill for 2 weeks, and I've dropped this. But trust me, if they're doing things like that, and all these protein shakes, if they're doing all these things, it's not long lasting. I guarantee it. You'll just pile it back on again. You've got to get to optimum health. So small steps as well. Stop thinking about the big picture so much. I actually had one client who was, I think it was Emily that I showed you in the text before. She kept messaging me every day saying, I've not lost anything. I'm not lost anything. And I was just like, listen, just focus on the plan and then weigh yourself in a couple of weeks. And that's what she did. And then she dropped the stone in 19 days. See, sometimes your focus is so like dropping weight, you actually forget what you're doing. It's just like you become like a bit in your own head and worried about the outcome so much. This plan works. You just need to stick to it and follow it. And it takes time to adapt. It's not going to be instant, okay? At the end of the day, if your diet is really, really bad at the moment and your lifestyle is really bad, here's how I explain what this is, okay? If your diet's really bad, your nutrition's bad, your lifestyle's bad, and you go out with a friend and you have a green juice, is that green juice really going to do anything in the scheme of things? No, it's not, okay? What you need to do is flip it on your head. So if you're, say, 95% good, so your diet and lifestyle and nutrition is really, really good, and then one day you have a chocolate milkshake. Now, is that chocolate milkshake going to do anything? No. It might make you feel a little bit crappy for about half an hour, but in the scheme of things, because your body's so healthy, even when you do that, it's just like nothing to it. Your body will just deflect it. It'll just be like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? And then literally you'll be absolutely like back on track the next time, and the next meal. So it takes time to adapt. It's not going to be instant, but this is life changing. It's long term. So even if you do something bad, then you just get straight back on track and you follow it like 95%. I always stick to like a 90% rule in my lifestyle. 90% I'm good. If I'm out and about and I fancy something a little bit naughty, then I'll have it, but I know the next thing I'm doing is back on track. And that is like, I've trained myself over years and years to have that mindset, okay? So number 3 is understanding calories and common mistakes. If you're starving yourself or you're stressing out, then that's going to equal a drop in muscle mass, okay? You need to keep your muscle. So starving yourself and going to the gym and trying to cut loads of calories out and not understanding what calories really mean is, you're going to get like really bad results to doing that, okay? So the quality of your food needs to be organic or farm grown. And I know what you're thinking, it's going to be more expensive. Trust me, it's not. Once you start eating like this, all my clients say it's a little bit more expensive to begin with, but as time goes by, because they're cutting out so much crap out of their life, their food bills come down quite significantly. You also need to balance your metabolism. By doing this plan, you will naturally reduce calories, but getting the best calories out of this plan, okay? You'll naturally reduce calories and you'll lose fat effortlessly through alkalizing. So alkalizing your body is going to be really important here. That's how you're going to lose fat effortlessly, because if you're cutting calories out, but you've got still lots of acidic foods in there, lots of things that are going to spike insulin, lots of things that are going to spike your cortisol levels, you're going to struggle to lose body fat, trust me. Well, there's only one way to find out. You can either do it your way or my way. And trust me, my way is going to work. I know I'm a little bit kind of blunt with all this, but you're either with me or you're not on this. It's not like one of these guesswork plans, okay? So eating less and exercising more will actually give you devastating results. Not necessarily short term, but long term it will, okay? So like I said, you can go to the gym and have a really bad diet and you might drop a bit of weight, you might look a bit slimmer, but you probably won't look very healthy. And you're not going to feel very good either, because you're not feeding your body the right fuel. I've done both ways, and my way is a lot easier, and you feel a lot better on it. So what the heck is going on with you? If you're experiencing any of these things, then there is a missing link. If you are experiencing hunger, then there's something wrong. If you're experiencing energy loss, there's something wrong. And if you're experiencing cravings, there is something wrong. So if you're experiencing any of those things, then there's something really going wrong in your nutrition, okay? And also, if you're not sleeping, that's another one. You're doing something wrong, okay? Everybody that does my plan says their sleep improves within about a week. Most say they're sleeping like a baby within 14 days, which is what I want. It's brilliant. Because if you're sleeping, you're releasing growth hormone. If you're releasing growth hormone, you're repairing your muscles properly. You're also reducing stress, anxiety. I'll give you a tip actually for what the best things to do for anxiety is to take action. So whatever you're feeling anxious about, so you might even be feeling anxious about doing a plan like this, but the best thing you can ever do is just take action. And if it's the wrong decision for you, then at least you know. The worst thing for anxiety is kind of like being in the unknown. If I feel anxious about something, I actually just make a decision and I just do it anyway. So that's how you cure anxiety. So the truth is, the results can be fast and last. That's why I want them to be fast and last. So here's Kate, the client I was talking about before. She dropped down to 15 stone 7 from 16 stone 2 in a week. So she dropped, what is that? 7, 14, 7. Yeah, 9 pounds in the first week, which was brilliant. And here we go, 10 weeks in, she's dropped 37 pounds. So she's the girl that dropped 25 pounds in the first 4 weeks. And continuing, she dropped 37 pounds in 10 weeks. Now, this is absolutely awesome. This is what I want to see. This is what I want my clients to be texting me every day. I love it. And this was Kate. This was Kate after just 4 weeks. So you can see a lot of weight has shifted from around her stomach. That's where I wanted to see it off her, because I didn't want her to carry that weight around her stomach. I needed her to get rid of it. Now she's wearing dresses. She's got like the nice figure going on. She looks tons younger, by the way. This was just after 4 weeks, and 10 weeks in, she looked great. So yeah, the results are fast, but they last. So number 4, you need to get prepared. And failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You wouldn't go in, I mean, you might own a business, so you're not going to start a business and not prepare for that business, are you? So why would you do it with your own lifestyle? You need to start taking care of yourself and, treat your life a little bit more like gold. I do. It's quite selfish. I will look after myself before I look after other people, because what's the point in me making these programs if I look and feel like shit? Yeah. This is my business. I want to take care of myself. I want to feel good. I want to eat the best I can all the time. And then I can actually give my best to the people around me. So also, clean eating takes less time to prepare. I guarantee you, I could actually prepare a really healthy meal for about 3 days in the time it takes you to order a takeaway. Guaranteed. Once you start understanding my plan, you'll see how you can prepare lots of food that's going to last you 2 or 3 days, so you're not having to cook all the time. And you will actually save money. I guarantee it. This will change your lifestyle as a family. All my clients who've got families and they follow the cookbook, they always message me saying, the kids love the burgers, the kids love the curry. And, that's what I want. And in my cookbook, it's not bland food. It's not like just veg and chicken. There's soups, salads, chilies, curries, kebabs, burgers, all sorts of things. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but like omelets, lots of different egg dishes, homemade mueslis. There's tons. There's like over 90 recipes that you can choose from. And then when you start understanding that way of cooking, you can literally start mixing things around once you've done the 28 days. It's really cool. So tip number 5, you need to have accountability. You need to surround yourself with people who understand and who are on the same journey as you. There is no point in trying to start something if you've got negative people yapping at you all the time about why you want to plan. I'm actually really immune to it. Like, someone could say, why are you not drinking? And I'm like, I just change the subject. I'll just say, oh, did you see that thing on Facebook, and they're like, what? So I'm just really good at deflecting the kind of conversation. I cannot be asked explaining why I want to be healthy. It's just like, so it's like, I mean, what don't they get? I want to be healthy. I mean, it's not bloody rocket science. Why would I want to feel like crap? You know, some people just actually feed on that, and I'm not one of those people. I don't want you to be either. So you need to really stay in the moment and ignore advice. Okay, do it for you. Not stop doing things for other people so much. Stop being a sheep. You know, get your shit together. Start eating better. Start changing your lifestyle. Stop hanging around with people that are dragging you down. You know, you can do this. I've done it myself, and I know you can do it too. So you need to map it out. You need to have the map of what you're doing, and have the exact strategy to get you to that kind of desired place. Okay. So number 6, I'm going to tell you here exactly what you need to do. This is what you need to do, and this is in my plan. Okay, you need to cut out dairy, sugar, wheat, gluten, alcohol, and caffeine. Now, I know when I say things like that, it's like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to eat? How am I going to enjoy myself? And yeah, I was kind of a bit like that before I developed the cookbook. And that's the key, the cookbook, because it makes food so interesting. All my food has no dairy in it, no sugar, no wheat gluten, alcohol, or caffeine. And you know what? It is the tastiest food in the world. It is so nice, and all my clients love the food as well. I change my clients' attitudes to food every single day. They prefer it. They don't feel like they're on a diet. It is just literally a new way of life. Okay, so you need to add in green vegetables as well. Good quality protein, high fats. This will balance your hormones. Now, I don't mean like just any old fats, like monounsaturates, polyunsaturates, omega-3 fatty acids, all those sorts of things that you should be getting into your nutrition. All those things that is what you're going to be doing in the new way of cooking. Okay, you need to filter your tap water. Tap water's got over 300 chemicals. The best thing to get is called an EVA water filter. You can get these on Amazon. So my voice is going. I'm going to have a sip of water. You can probably tell I'm really passionate about this. I'm just talking for so long. But my oh, that's better. My voice is closing up, trying to get all this information to you. So you need to get yourself a nice water filter. You don't want those chemicals going in your body. Why the hell would you want chemicals going in your body? Like, everybody says drink more water, but the last thing you want is to be drinking more chemicals. So get a nice, good quality water filter and get rid of them chemicals, okay? Because it's going to really get you in more of a fat burning zone, okay? And get you feeling good. Like, nobody wants to carry on a nutrition plan or diet if they don't feel good about it. So this is what I'm trying to do with this. You're going to feel so bloody good on it. And that's why it's going to make you keep wanting to progress with it. It's not a diet where you feel like crap every day and you're just like, I can't wait for this to be over. It is the complete opposite. So you need to eliminate processed foods, including pasta, bread, and pretty much anything that's in a packet. Obviously, you know, other things that are natural come in packets, but, you know, be clever about it. I don't mean, you know, like get rid of these ready meals and things like that. You don't want those. You want to be preparing your own stuff. You know, if you've got money to spare and you can get a personal chef, you can get personal chefs for quite reasonable amounts of money, and they'll come in and actually fill your fridge full of like really good quality food on like a, you know, not a daily basis, but 2 or 3 days at a time. You know, if you've got money to spare. If you haven't, then you're just gonna have to make time in the day to prepare some good food for yourself. It's as simple as that. You know, stop being like a whiner about it and just get on with it. So cooking only with coconut oil as well is really, really important. The reason being, it's actually really good for like bacterial. It gets rid of like bacterial infections. You know, you might not even know you've got bacterial infection, but it's a really good thing to do. It makes your skin glow a little bit more. It's really good for your hair. It has a really high temperature cooking threshold, unlike other oils, so you can cook with it for a long time without it becoming denatured and harmful to your body. It's a really great thing to be getting. Try and get like a big tub off the internet, or places like Costco do really like big tubs of it. Extra virgin organic coconut oil. So You must make the changes, okay? Doing the same thing and expecting a different result year after year is retarded. You do not want to be doing this. It's insane, okay? People that go to these diet clubs year after year, they're just wasting their money, wasting their time. If something's not worked quick and it's making a long-lasting change, then it's not worked. I can't stand it when people say they go to diet clubs and it's like, oh, well, it worked for me the last 3 years. And I'm like, yeah, but you've put it back on again. You're not making long-lasting changes. So you need to decide what you're willing to give up. And that could be takeaways. It could be going out getting pissed. It could be meeting that person every day for coffee and muffins. You need to really think about what you're willing to give up if you want to make a change. And, you know, trust me, it's difficult to start with giving up these things, but you've got to change the patterns, okay? Got to get it out of that like subconscious mind, that low frequency subconscious mindset of just doing the same things over and over. Take some action of your lifestyle and start giving up things, and then start deciding what you're willing to add in. You know, start getting new hobbies, start hanging around with people who are like-minded, people, you know, that you want to aspire to. Just going to the gym is a really healthy thing to do. You don't have to do a lot in there, but just even going to the gym is really healthy. You know, what you're willing to add in into your nutrition, are you willing to add in commitment to making new foods? Are you willing to add in lots of green vegetables? Are you willing to add in, you know, taking the time with your family to start cooking food? And, you know, are you willing to put that time in and stop focusing on work 24/7? You know, work's great, but, you know, take a bit of control over your lifestyle and your health. Seriously. Like, I know I'm being harsh, but it's for your own good. Okay, so a quick recap. There is no magic pill. Accept where you're starting from. Understanding calories. Get prepared. Accountable to a coach or a friend or family. Know exactly what to eat. And number 7, you must make the changes. So, listen, let's get realistic. What would happen if you achieved results like this? Okay, look at the arrow here. Angela, she's lost 5 pounds in week 1, sleeping like a baby at night. That's what I want to see. I want to see people getting really good results quick and sleeping like a baby and really just improving their lifestyle and getting happy again. Okay. And here's Fiona. She complete the 4 weeks. This is very low end weight loss for me. I'd prefer to see more like 18, 19, 20 pounds off, but some people don't have as much to lose. But she's got 4 weeks under her belt. Really chuffed and really enjoying it, and she's just asking how everyone else is getting on. So that's what I want for you. I want you to be on it, and I want you to be enjoying it. That is the key. You have to enjoy it. So I'm looking for people who want to drop 14 pounds or more, dramatically change their life, and get their smile back in 28 days. This is not just about dropping weight. This is about getting you feeling bloody happy again, like feeling really good about yourself, confidence. Okay, I'm going to be dead straight with you here. Do not buy this program if you don't want results like this. It is you're just going to waste your money. I actually don't want anyone buying this program if they think they're not really going to follow it and they just want to get a few tips. This is something you want to do. This is for someone who's really at a loose end. They want to sort themselves out. You know, I work well with people like that. I'm not interested in anybody buying this program and then saying, oh, this isn't working for me, and being a complete negative person. I don't want any messages like that. So only do this program if you want to get results and sort your shit out. You know, I will be on your side if you're that sort of person. All right. Once you get in the group, I will pull you along. I will push you. You know, if you're struggling, I will help you out. If you need questions answering, I'll help you out. But if you're going to be one of these people who comes in and it's like, oh, it's not working for me, don't even bother, because trust me, it works, and you've seen it works. So in more detail, who is this program for? It's for anyone who wants to drop 15, 25 pounds and feel happy again. It's for anyone who has no idea where to start. You literally start on day 1. You know where you're going with this, okay? It's all done for you. You literally just follow it step by step. There's no guesswork. If you need to ask me any questions, it's going to be more technical questions, but you should really know exactly from day 1 what you're doing on this plan. Okay, there's no reason why you'd need to start, pulling it apart and saying, why is this here? You just follow it and get it done. All right, so it's for anyone with kids. The recipes are family friendly, and you'll save time, energy, and money doing this. You'll come together as a family, and you'll start enjoying cooking a lot more and being healthy as a family. Okay, the kids are the next generation of this earth. I want them to learn as well. So this is for anyone who wants to break bad habits and understand it takes a little time, but you will ease into your new way of life. Okay, it's not instant, but you'll ease into it. I want quick results, but I want long results as well, long-lasting results. It's for anyone who needs to find themselves again and regain confidence. I want people to feel confident at the end of this. I don't want them to just be like, yeah, I dropped 15 pounds, but I still feel the same. It doesn't work like that. You will feel awesome following this plan. You'll just feel like energy coming out of your ear holes. It's great. All right, so here's what you get. You can probably see on the, I don't know whether this, this is going to be on YouTube as well, and also it's going to be on the page for the Master Lifestyle program, which is what you're probably watching. So it'll show you on the page as well if you scroll down later on what you actually get. But just to give you an idea now, you get the Diet Liberation Formula, which is the step-by-step blueprint. And it's in 3 phases, and it's lasting 9 days each phase. So you hit your target effortlessly in 4 weeks. So it's 3 lots of 9 days. The food changes a little bit each 9 days. But it's formulated in such a way where you get the results long lasting. It's like you get the results all the way through the plan. You get really quick results to start with. It's a little bit tough to start with, if your diet's not been that great, but you will see dramatic fat loss, and you'll feel great by the end of the first 9-day phase. And then you start adding in different foods, and it teaches you about easing into your lifestyle. This isn't a start-stop, so you're not just going to do 28 days and that's it. It's teaching you how to ease into your lifestyle after the 28 days as well. This is long-term. This is your ticket to freedom. This is your ticket to a lifestyle change, and you really have to value this. I've formulated this in such a way that people are just getting like really long-lasting results, and they don't even have to think about it anymore. They're just doing it autopilot. All right, so you get the Diet Liberation Formula done for you cookbook as well, which shows you exactly what you can eat in each phase. It's all linked, so whatever if you're on days 1 to 9, it shows you exactly what you need to be eating out of the cookbook, so you can choose out of the cookbook what you want to eat on that particular phase. Okay, really, really cool part of the program. This, so I've eliminated any guesswork in this whatsoever. Simple as that. You will get access to the private online group. This is where you'll be joined by people like you who want the same success. I'm on that group as well. So if you've ever got a question, you post in the group. You've got direct access to me without having to pay for my coaching fees, which, like I said, are quite a lot of money. So you get lifetime access to that group as well. So even in 12 months' time, if you've got a question, I'll get back to you with the answer. Okay. And by that time, I'm constantly becoming, again, I'm doing this from a place of integrity. I'm constantly becoming the kind of go-to guy when things are not working out, and I'm constantly improving my own knowledge and my own coaching skills. So the longer you're in the group and you want to ask questions, I'll just sort it out for you. I'm like the problem solver with all of this. All right. So that's it, guys. And I'd really, really recommend you get this program. This is going to be, like I said, your ticket to a complete lifestyle change. I am so certain about this program, and I really, really hope you get on board with this. If you're in, I really hope you're not in 2 minds, because if you need this kind of change, you need to get on this program. Okay, I want to see you texting me in a week's time, 2 weeks time, telling me about your results and just saying this is the best thing you've ever done. That's what I want, and that's what's going to happen if you do it. As long as you need those results. If you don't think it's for you, don't do this program. If you don't think that something like this is going to change your lifestyle and change your confidence and change you as a person and make you better, don't do it. Trust me, I don't want you to do it, because we'll just fall out. We will literally fall out. Okay, so I'm just going to flip back to my other page. So 1 second. I'm just going to really hope everything I've said has really worked for you. You know, and I really hope you do this program. Like I said, if you don't think it's going to work for you, don't do it. It's as simple as that. My voice is closing up now. I've given myself an absolute massive headache trying to get that information to you. You know, you can probably tell I'm really passionate about this, and I'll leave it at that, guys. So hopefully I'll see you in the group, and we'll start getting some really good results together. And I will leave it there. So speak to you soon, everyone.